Hi friends, it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. For today's video, I am going to be thinking ahead and setting up my budget planner for February. I have my absolutely beautiful candy collection here, which we're going to go over together. I'm going to get my pages punched and put in and do a little bit of prep work for February. I know we're not through January yet. In fact, we're only about halfway through January. But I wanted to get February worksheets up in my Etsy shop for you guys, for those of you that like to think ahead like I do. And there's some prep work I want to do, things I want to be thinking about in the last half of January. So I thought, why not combine the two and bring you a video? So if you're interested in seeing what my February budget worksheets look like and you want to see what I'm doing to prepare for my February budget, just keep on watching. Okay, so I have some tools here. I have a pen. I've got whiteout in case I make a mistake with that pen since it's not erasable. I have a little pair of scissors I'm going to use to assemble a paper envelope, plus my tape runner for that. I of course have my budget planner. If you are brand new to my videos and you've never seen this, this is from the Big Happy Planner line of planners. So it's an 8.5 by 11 size. The cover came off one of the Happy Planner notebooks, and the discs of course came from Happy Planner as well. But everything else that I keep inside of my budget planner is my budget worksheets. So I have January in there, I have some other things in there, and we're gonna get February in there today. So this is my February collection of worksheets. I'm calling this collection Candy because it's got all of the super cute little Valentine's themed candies on it. This is so much fun. I love this collection. My favorite collection I have ever released was back in November of last year, my Harvest collection, but this is giving it a run for its money. I think this is so cute and I cannot wait to use it in February. So I do have my February worksheets in my Etsy shop. I will have my Etsy shop linked down below. These are a brand new release. I just listed them this morning. All of my budget worksheets are printables, so you have to print them yourself. Nothing will come in the mail if you order. But the beauty of printable budget worksheets is that you can purchase them and you can print them as many times as you want. So you see here that this says February. This is part of my dated add-on, which is a collection of 4 worksheets that basically are labeled for February. So you have the title page, the 2-page calendar that is dated, and then you also get the February overview here where you can list out your debt, your goals, your credit score, and any notes. We're going to be working in the notes section today. But if you really love this collection and you want to use it not just in February for Valentine's Day, but every month of the year, you can do that. I have the majority of my worksheets are undated, so you can use them over and over again. I have this February collection obviously with Valentine's Day in mind, but I have tons of other printables in my Etsy shop as well. So pick a pattern that you like, that you don't mind using every month, and you can have, you know, this one worksheet or this one bundle of worksheets, however you want to do it, and just print them over and over and over again. That's what I like about printables. It's a little bit more affordable to do it that way than to buy like a pre-printed bound workbook. Plus that way you can just print off pages that you specifically need. You don't have to waste paper with a bunch of worksheets you're not going to use. You can reorganize or rearrange them any way you want. So I love the flexibility of printables. So yeah, all of my worksheets here are available individually with the exception of the dated add-on. This is just like a bundle you buy. But if you wanted, say, just this worksheet that says February across the top, just a single worksheet, you can message me on Etsy. I can do custom orders. If you see anything here that you like but you don't see it available on my Etsy shop, either it's sold out or whatever, you can reach out to me and I can get them posted for you. But I just think this collection of worksheets is so much fun for Valentine's Day. I didn't want to do anything that was super like hearts and flowers. I just wanted it to be fun. Could use this whether you are coupled up or not, and I just think it's so cute. I love the bright pink. I have the paycheck budget, the cash breakdown. I have a monthly budget here, sinking funds, transaction log. If you buy the big bundle that has all of my worksheets available, the I Want It All collection is all of the undated worksheets, and I send them to you both combined and as individual worksheets, so you can print them back to back like this if your printer's capable, or you can just print out a single sheet, whatever you want to do. Got my hybrid budget. I cannot wait to start filling this out for February. This is my best seller. It's a 2-page hybrid budget that allows you to budget both monthly and by week. It's a great all-encompassing worksheet. Really, you can get away with just these 2 worksheets for your entire month of budgeting if that's how you want to do it. I have expense trackers, and I've printed out multiple expense trackers because I like to do a different expense tracker for every week of the month, and that's again the beauty of printable worksheets. You can do that. If you start to fill in your expense tracker and you mess it up, you just print out a new one. And then I have a notes section. How sweet is this? I'll probably be making use of this today. I have a debt tracker since I am getting back into paying down debt in 2023. So I have my debt tracker, a spending comparison, and then just a little, you know, patterned paper here that I can use for a divider. And then I do have an envelope. This right now is not available in my Etsy shop. When I was putting envelopes on my shop regularly, they just weren't big sellers. But if you want this envelope, excuse me, you want this for your cash budgeting, let me know and I can list it for you. So those are all of the worksheets that I have available in my Etsy shop, plus some extra ones, but I'm not going to be using all of these worksheets. I just don't need them all in my budget. So I'm just going to flip through really quick and figure out which ones I want to use, and then I'm going to get them punched and put into my workbook. So I personally like to use the dated add-on. So I just remove these 4 undated pages and replace them with the February dated ones, which are here somewhere. Here we go. So these, when you buy the dated add-on, it's the exact same worksheets, just labeled for February. So you can just, if you have the I Want It All bundle and the dated add-on, you can just replace the first 4 pages of the I Want It All bundle with the dated add-on, and it's perfect. So I've got my February title page, my 2-page dated calendar. I love using a dated calendar, but I offer the undated as well so that you can use it any month of the year you want. And then the February overview. I don't need the weekly check-in because I use the hybrid budget and it's got a check-in kind of built in. Don't think I need the cash breakdown. Have my monthly budget. This is what I use to keep track of my small business with my Etsy shop and my YouTube channel, so we need that. I need sinking funds, I need transaction log. That's how I go in depth and keep track of my sinking funds. The 2-page hybrid budget, that's like the meat and the potatoes of my budget, most important. 4 expense trackers since there's 4 weeks in February. And then a notes page and the debt tracker and spending comparison. And then we will close it all off with the pattern paper. So these are the pages that I need for my February budget. I like to punch them and put them into my budget planner, and to do that I use a big arc punch, which works perfectly with the Happy Planner disc system. So it's this giant punch. Happy Planner does make a punch that they sell specifically for their Happy Planner, their big Happy Planner, but it only punches like one page at a time, so it's not very useful for me. I like this big arc punch. So with this I think I can punch up to 8 pages at a time, so I'm just gonna get these punched. Get this guy put back, and we're just gonna go ahead and get my February worksheets in my planner here, and they just pop in right on the discs. Works perfectly. And I am set for February. Everything's in there nice and neat. So we'll be able to go from my January budget right into February, which is perfect. So I'm going to use my calendar here and write in my bills, but I think I'll do that off camera. This video is already getting a little bit longer than I wanted. One thing I do want to fill in though is this February goals and February notes page. So I love this overview because it's like a snapshot of where you are with your budget and with your budgeting goals at the start of each month. So for my February goals, these are strictly my financial goals. I've been doing a whole series of videos here on my channel about my like 2023 annual goals, and those are more like personal, these are more financial. So my goals for February are to track all my spending, it's very important when you're budgeting to make sure you're tracking where all of your money is going. I want to have, I want to continue with my 2023 no-buy. That is one of my personal goals, but obviously it affects my budget. I want to pay $200 towards debt. And I want to continue my no eating out. So I have been working on that in January, doing a really good job. That obviously affects my overall 2023 goals with my health. If you missed it, my 2023 word of the year is heal. And part of that is not eating out, but it's also obviously going to benefit my budget. So I want to just pull in one of my dot markers. So I have my Zig clean color dot markers here, and I'm just going to put a dot next to each goal so I have some place to check off. There we go. Those are my February goals. And that was very inky, so hopefully it doesn't bleed through too much. Nah, it's fine. Okay, and then the other thing I want to write in here are a few notes. So as I've been going through my January budget, I've learned some things that I want to take into February, and I just want to write them down. So I know that I need to raise my food budget. Specifically my grocery budget. As I've gone throughout the month, I kept a pretty low budget for January, and it seems like we're going to end up going over that goal, that budget. So I know I need to raise my food budget. I know that something I can do for February is lower my gas budget because we haven't been using as much gas. I don't want to lower it by a lot, but it's seeming like we're using less gas, as is always the case in winter time, just because I'm a hermit. I don't like to go anywhere in the cold. What else? Obviously we're only halfway through January, so as we continue to make progress through the month, I can always add more notes. Oh, I need to remember to include Audible. My husband signed back up for Audible, and that's something I need to remember to include in my budget. And I think that is all so far that I know for February, but as I said, I can continue to fill this in as January progresses. So I think that's pretty much everything that I can do starting out. I guess I could write in my sinking funds categories. Alright, so I have all of my sinking fund categories put in here. That'll just make things a little bit easier for February. And the last thing I'm going to go ahead and do is assemble this cash envelope. I'm going to be using this in February. I just love it. Like I said, this is not listed in my Etsy shop at the moment, but if you would like to... Alright, I don't know where my camera cut me off, but there is my February envelope all assembled. I did rip it just a little bit. I don't know if you can see it there. I'm not going to worry about it, but again, the beautiful thing about printables is if that really bothered me, I could easily just print it again and try again. So as I mentioned, if you would like me to add this beautiful envelope to my Etsy shop so that you can purchase one for yourself, let me know. I can list it, no problem, but that is the last little thing on my checklist to do to get myself set up for February. So let's just flip back to this beautiful February title page here, and yeah, I'm all kind of set and situated for February. We're still a few weeks out, but you can never be too prepared, right? So that's going to do it for today's video. Make sure you head over to my Etsy shop if you are interested in purchasing my candy collection of worksheets. I will have my Etsy shop linked down below, and all of my YouTube friends get a 15% off discount code to use. So if you'd like to take 15% off your order, that's for any of the February collection or any of my other collections as well. You can use the coupon code YTFriend. It'll take 15% off whether you buy one worksheet or a dozen. So definitely take advantage of that. Thank you for supporting my small business, both my Etsy shop and my YouTube channel here. I appreciate you so much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure you do that. Click the red subscribe button. I post new budgeting and lifestyle content here on my channel every week. I'd love to have you come back and check out some of my other videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, and I will see you all in my next video. Have a great weekend. Bye, friends.